Hi Aquarius, this is Psychic Tracy Brown coming to you today to do your 2018 October horoscope. How are you today? What is around Aquarius for the month of October? What is around Aquarius for the month of October? What is around Aquarius for the month of October? Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What is around Aquarius, Father God, for the month of October? Please, God, talk to me. Please allow me to see everything that you want me to see on behalf of all Aquarians all over the world. Please email me for your own personal readings at psychictraceybrown@yahoo.com. What is around Aquarians for the month of October? This will be your final outcome. Final outcome card is that. Alright, so we're going to hold that aside. We're going to, oh, this is better. Let me see if I can do it this way. No. What is around Aquarians for the month of October? Got me a little genie in a bottle on my desk. Alright. Alright, Aquarians, what's around you for the month of October? You know, the first thing I'm getting, Aquarians, are legal issues. There's going to be some legal issues. The legal issues could involve relationships. It either means signing a contract for marriage or investing in a divorce. It's either or. Alright? But whatever it is, it's a little confusing. So, I believe it's not divorce. I believe it has something to do with marriage. I believe, Aquarians, that there's an investment in a marriage that potentially looks rock solid or looks rock solid to others. I think in your mind, cerebral, you are saying this is a smart move. Marrying this guy is a smart move. Marrying this woman is a smart move, Aquarian, right? But there's something confusing about the choices and the options that come with this guy. For instance, does marrying this guy mean, or woman mean, that you have to relocate? Does it mean a core belief system that you're going to have to invest in that's not necessarily identified with yours? Have you all really discussed what your religious philosophies are and whether or not you guys want children? Okay? Where you're going to live, children, and your religious philosophies are going to compromise this marriage. Is this good for you? Is this healthy for you to continue this investment? Because something about this relationship is very, very confusing. So what looks rock solid may not be, and take a step back to really figure it out. All right? Because I think that there's somebody around you, Aquarian, that is helping you to question all of this. I believe that it's an opposite sex, either earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, most likely an opposite sex. I also think that you may be moving too fast, or it came upon you suddenly, or it's like maybe you had nothing to worry about and now the partner needs you to make a decision, and make a decision right now. I also think that for women, there's an earth sign that is like saying don't do this, and for Aquarius men, there's a water sign that is saying don't do this, don't do this. All right? Now you are being like hammered to make a decision. I mean hammered. They are telling me to tell you now's not the time to make a decision. And it looks like you guys are cohesive, right? It looks like there's something here that is cohesive. They're telling me to tell you that it is the complete opposite, that you guys are really not on the same page, that you guys are truly complete opposites. And it's not that I see regret. I think it's going to be a lifetime of confusion. There's something about this that can't be merged. And in a dark of night is when you begin to think about it. But they're also saying that, Aquarian, that you already know this. Like inside your mind, you've already been processing how easy it is to move forward and make a mistake. Like it's so easy to get married. It is so not easy to like change the mistake once the marriage is here. And if you know anybody that has been married, divorce is hell. You cannot get a divorce. It is hell and costly. Okay, so be careful of moving too fast into what looks like it is an engagement that looks like it's rock solid. It really isn't. It's really confusing. And there are other parties that is trying to show you, Aquarian, that you are making a huge mistake, like huge. Now, interesting enough, I'm not saying you're making a huge mistake. I'm saying that there are different parties that are saying you're making a huge mistake because you're going too fast. And it might be something where somebody sat on it and sat on it and sat on it, and then let's do it now. I do see regret though. I see that only if it's fast, and only if there are some core issues that are compromising your spirit, Aquarian. If there is something inherently here about religion, location, you know, maybe some mother issues too. There's some stuff going on here with this relationship, and you know what they are. I'm talking to that person. So with that being said, you might want to pull back, step back, really look at what it is that you're trying to do. For other Aquarian, there's a fire sign woman that either wants to get pregnant or will get pregnant on you. Period. She might have asked, but she's no longer asking. Like, this is going to go down. All right, Aquarian? And she might even keep it a secret from you, or might even get you drunk so that you don't even have, like, the right defenses to stop this. Oh, yes, Aquarian. Some Aquarians could actually wind up getting pregnant, and it probably may be uncomfortable, and I'm talking about for the month of October. That's what I'm talking to Aquarians for the month of October. It might be imperfect. It might be the wrong time to do this. Definitely not something that is planned. Or maybe you had a better date and it came on you too soon and you are not happy about it. So there's several Aquarians out there that would consider an abortion. Also, there are very many Aquarians out there that will consider an abortion if it's not with the right partner. If you're not confident that this is the person, the guy that you need to be with, you might just like get rid of it or take plan B maybe. That's an abortion to me. and it'll be a last minute decision. And if a decision like an abortion comes through, it will because you have another lover out there, and you may not know who the daddy is. You are going to consider this abortion. And I need to clarify. Plan B is not an abortion. Plan B is preventive. I'm talking about a real abortion here. But it doesn't matter to me. There's something coming along that is like, no, I can't do this. There's no way. He's not the right person. Does not make enough money. You know, I had an affair. Like, what is happening here? I don't even know who the daddy is. Like, if I go back and I think it could be this person, it could be that person, something like that. And you're like, you know what? I'm not going to think this hard. I need to, like, do something. And I'm not keeping this baby. Many Aquarians are working very hard, but also very much self-sabotaging themselves, especially for Aquarians that have a new job. It seems like you're over your head, and it seems like you're more sad than happy with this new job, because it's like, I don't know what I'm doing, but you do know what you're doing, but this is the way you're feeling right now today. Some Aquarians are really questioning love. They think they're doing all the work. You probably are, to be honest with you, Aquarians. You're coming across overly generous, overly kind, overboard, just giving and giving and giving and giving back. And, you know, there's something here about your relationship not being appreciative enough, and you might be pulling back your love. Aquarians, this is all about love for you, which is surprising to me, because Aquarians love money. So I'm really surprised that it's mostly about love. There are some Aquarians that are going to be investing in a release of a air sign man that argues way too much. It's too much air. You're air, the person's air, Gemini, Libra, or another Aquarian. And maybe they have another week with you, because there's some happiness in getting rid of this person. So I just can't see it like lasting a month or lasting through the new year. So it's either a week, no longer than a month. And you're going to tie this knot and grow. You're just going to be like, oh my God, I'm so happy. Now I can be myself. Now I can grow, blah, 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 blah. Go ahead and get rid of the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius man. It's okay. All right. For some Aquarians that want to go into the entertainment business, please do. There's a relocation, and there seems to be some audition that brings you, you know, some amazing happiness. All right. And you will see the fruits of your labor in about 20 months. I know that sounds like a long time, but it really isn't. Some Aquarians can never go home again. There are just some moral issues back home that you just don't want to invest in, and you're like, I'm done, so you can never go home again. Don't worry about it. Change has occurred, and you never have to go home again. And I don't know what that means. You have to let me know what that would mean to you. So if you want to elaborate on anything that I've said, email me for your own personal reading at psychictraceybrown@yahoo.com. There are other Aquarians that's going to have a choice between two men, water sign and earth sign, and I gotta tell you, I really like both of them. So the choice is going to be between who can provide everything. Seriously. Who can provide everything? Meaning, it's not that, oh, this one gives, you know, this and that, and this one gives that and that. Look for the one that provides everything. Maybe to a different degree, but between the two men, one of them gives 0% of something. 0% of something that you know you want and need. Okay? The other one provides it at a different percentage, but he does provide it. Look at the one that provides a percentage of something that you absolutely need. So there might be like 4 or 5 criterias, right? And so it might be, well, he provides 30% of love, 100% of accounting, meaning pays the bills with you, or just does pays the bills. 0% affection, 0. That's the yield. That's the yield. Whereas the other one will be like, 25% affection, 50% accounting, 30% I love yous. You know what I mean? Like the one percentage that has more percentage in every category that you absolutely need. In Aquarians, you are not dumb people. You is the one sign that will not make up or justify. You guys are clear-headed. You're like, I need A, B, C, and D. This is what I need. Then look at the percentage of what you absolutely need in that. One person provides 0 in one or more category, and the other person provides percentages. Choose the one that gives the percentages. Because the thing about the percentages, you can always grow the percentages. 0 sometimes stays at 0 and goes negative. And to get 0 to 100 could take years. All right? How many relationships, in my experience, where people are like, well, in the beginning, he never used to act that way, but we're 50 now, and now he's great. What? 30 years? You had to wait for somebody to change? Really now? All right, what time is it? I always go overboard. Oh, just on time. All right, guys. Make sure some immunities are present for Aquarians that have children. Make sure you get some immunizations, I think I'm saying, that you're supposed to, because something odd is coming through. It's like a weird epidemic is coming through. All right? So just make sure, this isn't universal. I'm just seeing this in Aquarius. So it's your neighborhood, your state, something like that. There's some weird epidemic, like high percentage of hepatitis B or something, when there's a hepatitis B shot that children could have had in the first place. Something like that. Look at what your children are missing, get them what they need, because ironically, it's going to be your child, Aquarian, that gets it. This is not a curse. This is a warning. So you have to be like, all right, let me pull out my book. Let me talk to my doctor. What are we missing? What's absolutely necessary right now? Talk to your school systems. A lot of school systems have requirements. So talk to your school system and find out, what's required, so that you're not like walking on pins and needles, especially emotional pins and needles, because when all is said and done, you're going to be like, oh my God, and I knew better. Tracy warned me. All right, guys, I'm going to stop here. This is your final outcome. It's the messenger of emotions. And it says this is a beginning of a new emotional experience that could grow into something deeper. You may receive a message expressing feelings that you didn't even know were developing. A social invitation could soon be on its way to you. There's a person involved who's very gentle and loving, with only the kindest of intentions. It's probably you, but whoever this person is, there could be an artist, shy and sensitive. All right, guys, are you good? Email me for your own personal reading at psychictraceybrown@yahoo.com. Thanks, God.